Welcome back to Grump's Barn, where today, despite a shitty summer cold, lovely, I should be getting on with this bloody Series 2. The old girl definitely needs the rest of the love that I can give her. The first things first, we're going to do what I said I was going to do. One Fanbelt. Let's just hope I bought the right one. As far as I know, I just took the one straight off 2 1/4 that I'd replaced in here and got that to fit nicely. First things first, I'm going to have to get down below this alternator. There are 2 nuts and bolts that hold it on, oh dear, excuse me, at the bottom, and that's what the whole thing pivots on. You loosen those 2 nuts and bolts off, then you loosen off this bolt here on this lug sticking out there, and you also have to loosen the other end of the arm that's attached to this lug that goes onto the engine so it can move a bit, because that's your adjuster for the tension of the belt. Oh, excuse me. Okay, just loosen everything off slightly. Don't loosen it fully and let it waggle around, or you'll have a hell of a time tightening it back up again to keep it in position once you've tensioned the belt. See, this belt is supposed to have probably about 1 inch or so's movement in this top line here. This has got about half a yard. Right, let's get on. There we are underneath the car, and you can now see those pivots. Ah, the 2 bolts. Hang on, I'll try to get a hand round to show you. There isn't a lot of room. Hang on. If I hold the camera with that hand, I might be able to get this one. Oh, shit, there we go. That there, front pivot, that's the back one. And if you notice here, we have these lovely big bolts, or nuts rather, acting as spacers for this bolt to hold this in the right position. Because this is the alternator off the series, the old Series 3 2 1/4. The only way to get the belt to run roughly as it should. It's a little bit out. If you look there, you can see it's pulling slightly backwards, but it's close enough. It doesn't get used a hell of a lot anyway, this old motor. But yeah, that was the nearest I could get it at the time. Make it all fit up. And it works. So let's get these 2 loosened off slightly and we can get on with it. Right, with those 2 loosened off, I'm now going to loosen this top one off and then the one down the bottom of this arm. That's it, with all the bolts loosened off, the whole thing now moves in and out like it's supposed to. And I've flicked the belt off of the alternator. I've now got to get it off the water pump over here. And then off of the crank at the bottom. And there we go. One old belt. This is a very, very old belt. Not even toothed. The modern ones have these teeth in them to help them grip a bit better. Right, let's get this one on. Then we can tighten her up. That's it, new belt now on. Just slip it over the pulleys. If you find it's a little bit tight over the alternator pulley, you can always get it mostly on and just spin the alternator just slightly with your finger to persuade it to roll on. Then we pull the alternator out. I'm now going to have to go and get a little pry bar so I can pull this away from the engine enough to get a bit of tension in this before tightening down the adjuster bolts up the top here. Yes, to hold it. I can then tighten everything right up once it's fully tensioned. Now this may look a tad over the top, but it's the first bar I came across that will fit down between there and down. You see it's going just down behind the alternator. You put it in there and pull it, lever it so that it pulls the alternator out. I'm not going to do it now because I've already done it. Pull the alternator, push the alternator out so it then tensions up your belt. That belt is fully tensioned now and it's got about ½ an inch or so of deflection, which is about right. These things aren't designed to be bang on. You just have to have some movement in it so it's not too tight and pulling on all the bearings nastily. You just want it to drive without slipping. Now the reason that I undid the bolts just slightly, so it was a little bit tight to move, is so that when you get it tensioned up, you can then hold it there while you quickly do up a couple of the bolts to stop it loosening itself off again. So the top bolts I've now done up, they can't move anywhere. Now I'm going to have to go back underneath it and tighten the two nuts and bolts underneath. I won't film that this time. Well, she's starting fine, but she's not you can't throttle her up like you should. As you put your foot down a bit, she starts missing slightly, so I think the first thing I shall do, because there's nothing apparently wrong, is give her a quick bleed. Let's just start her up a minute. See the charge lights on, but as soon as you rev her, she goes off. Staying on. Fuck it. Oh, that probably needs a bit of work as well. That can wait for another day. Let's give her a quick bleed. I'll loosen off the bleed screw. The fuel. There's fucking all air coming out of there. See what if any did come out. Oh, she's actually revving again. It was just a little bit of trap here. Hopefully. Right. Now on to other things. Let's see what else is wrong with this bloody thing. Right, indicators are working fine. I'm sure one of those was playing up. Actually, it was a bit loose. Let's try the other one. No, we're all fine here. As you'll notice, let's show you the front as well quickly. We have a white indicator on the front, it's the same as the side light, and a red on the rear, same as the brake light, because that's exactly what it is. You can't have that with a modern motor, but you can with an old one. That's what this came with originally, so that's what it's still got. Oh wow, she's actually revving freely. I might take her out for a run in a minute. Give her a little test run, I think. Oh, I'm a happy bunny. Right, now let's turn this off. Before I end up succumbing to carbon monoxide poisoning. Don't really want that. Ruin the whole day. Right. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to use her now. Oh, I know what I need to check. Windscreen wiper. I'm sure that wasn't working last time I used it. Might have a loose wire somewhere. Oh, I just found with this charging system as well, because the light was not going out properly at first. I went around checking and the connection to the starter solenoid had worked loose. This one down here, that nut right in front of you with all the wires coming off it. Well, all the wires by the brown one. The brown one is for the starter. To actually start it, the other ones are to supply the power from the battery. Right, now go and check this wiper. Well, it's weak and it's asthmatic, but it works. Look at that! Wow! Turn it off. I thought you used up too much of the battery power. Right. Need to give this windscreen a clean as well. One day I might even put some water back in. I've got a washer bottle under here with a little electric motor attached. It's had no water in it for all years now. Because I was driving this to a mate's house when I lived down south. I got it up to 60 mile an hour. Got a bit overexcited. And it blew the heater hose off the back of the engine block. Smoke billowing out everywhere with just water vapour. I plugged it back on, and in order to get to my mate's place, which was only a few miles from there, so I could run it with a bit of water in there, I emptied out the washer bottle into the radiator, and it's never been refilled since. The things you do, eh? Right, I've got to find something to clean this window off with, I think. Oh, now it's pissing down with rain outside as well. Lovely. Just what we need on a nice summer's day. Ugh. Come on, adjust your bloody camera. That's better. It's a lovely day out there. Beautiful. Till it started pissing down with rain. Right, I'm going to clean this windscreen. Well, just got her out the barn, driven her a few yards, and the charge light has now gone off. I'm a happy bunny. So far, everything appears to be working. Now, I should take her for a run down the road. I would film it, but I haven't got a fucking clue where I put the adapter that I can stick on the windscreen. I hadn't seen it in years. Well, since I last used it, which was a few years back. Look at that beauty. Sitting there purring like a kitten. I actually parked her about 30 feet further up here, but she's rolled back. Here comes wearing no handbrake. Right. Let's take her for a little run. 90. Very hard trying to steer this thing one-handed. I'll hold a camera. First thing you hear the noise, but plug me out here. We're going all at 40 miles an hour. And this is about where she's comfortable. Really doing another gear. Oh, yes. Well, I don't know if you can hear me, but I can barely hear me. We've got a clear road. Turn her off. Oh, this is going very well. Excellent. Oh, I do love this place. One of my favourite places around here. Camster Cairns. Got one there and two more in there. Neolithic apparently. And in case you don't believe me, there we are, Camster Cairns. Unbelievable that during that bloody stupid pandemic bollocks they locked them up. Put a no entry sign. Because each one of these tombs has a doorway on it. Oh, let's go down there. Right. As you can see, someone very kindly built a raised walkway because this is all peat bog and it gets incredibly wet. Lovely, lovely place. Apart from those fucking awful wind turbines further up the road. I don't know if you could see those on the footage before. I bloody could. Oh, it's starting to rain again, but never mind. I might have to get a bit wet here. Yeah, if you look down there, that is very, very boggy. Very wet. Which is where this raised walkway comes in very handy. No, I'm not going to go inside this cairn because I can't. It's too bloody low for me. I can get into one of the ones up on the hill there, the first of the two. It's a bit of a struggle, but I can get in there, and I have done several times. But yeah, here we go, Camster Cairns. They locked these up. There you go, you've got a chambered tomb in there. With a passageway you have to crawl along into a open tomb in there. This, as far as I know, it was a tomb. Close these back up again. I don't know why. I suppose it stops too many animals and that from trying to use it as a home. Yeah, there you go. That's one of the Camster Cairns. I say the other two are up there, and I'm not going to those today. I wasn't even coming to this one today, really, but there you go. Right, I better get back to the car quickly because it's raining. Right. As you can see, someone very kindly built a raised walkway because this is all peat bog and it gets incredibly wet. Lovely, lovely place. Apart from those fucking awful wind turbines further up the road. I don't know if you could see those on the footage before. I bloody could. Oh, it's starting to rain again, but never mind. I might have to get a bit wet here. Yeah, if you look down there, that is very, very boggy. Very wet. Which is where this raised walkway comes in very handy. No, I'm not going to go inside this cairn because I can't. It's too bloody low for me. I can get into one of the ones up on the hill there, the first of the two. It's a bit of a struggle, but I can get in there, and I have done several times. But yeah, here we go, Camster Cairns. They locked these up. There you go, you've got a chambered tomb in there with a passageway You have to crawl along into a open tomb in there. This, as far as I know, it was a tomb. Close these back up again. I don't know why. I suppose it stops too many animals and that from trying to use it as a home. Yeah, there you go. That's one of the camster cairns. I say the other two are up there, and I'm not going to those today. I wasn't even coming to this one today really, but there you go. Right, I better get back to the car quickly because it's raining. Oh, and even though it's raining, bugger it, I can't resist filming now as I come back. It's just so right sitting out here in the middle of nowhere. True Land Rover country, this. Right, I better stop filming or I'm going to fall off this walkway because it's hard to watch what I'm doing. I don't fancy falling off. Well, I think that'll do for now. Gonna run her back home again, two-handed this time. That should be it for now. Fingers crossed. And I should be going out in this on Sunday. There's that little classic and vintage show that I went to last year up at John O'Groats is on again. I should be driving her up there. Right, I'll be filming that, don't worry. Right, I shall leave it there, see if this thing gets home alright. Thanks for watching, people, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.